Hi guys, Diane here. I am a little bit late with my weekly business tip video. So today is Thursday and I'm actually coming to you from Cape Town. I made it to Cape Town just last weekend and I will be here until Saturday before I start my safari. But before I went, I wanted to share a tip with you because during my workshop last week in Johannesburg, one of the business owners actually told me that they were feeling a little guilty about not having any systems in their business because a lot of the information that I shared with them was so logical. It was so straightforward and made so much sense that the doubt started to creep in, the guilt started to creep in a little bit because why hadn't they thought about this already? And that's where they started to think, hey, does this make me a bad business owner or an ineffective one because I've never even considered systems before? And my answer to that is no, absolutely not. It does not mean that you are a bad business owner. It does not mean that you are an ineffective one. And I can think of about a million reasons why systems slip to the bottom of the list for a lot of business owners. And to be totally honest, systems even slip to the bottom of the list sometimes for me in my own business. I have to really make a conscious effort to carve out that time to carve out the time and the project to really define and tighten up the systems that we have within my own business. And honestly, I do this for a living. So don't feel bad if this is something that you haven't really considered yet to this point, or you're struggling getting it up and going. Because let me tell you that 99% of my clients and the teams that I've worked with in corporate, they've only created systems or started documenting system when there's a major setback or a major set down or something has happened. That's usually what triggers the need for documented systems. Something has gone totally off the rails and you need to fix it. The fact that you are thinking about systems, that you're considering them at this kind of early growth and ramp up stage of your business, you are heads and tails above and beyond so many other business owners out there who are at the same place that you are, and you'll be able to grow and scale a lot more quickly when the time comes because you're already thinking about these things and you're putting the infrastructure in place in order to have these things done in the future. And I wholeheartedly believe that in the early stages of your business, when you're growing and ramping up, that you should focus on the sales and marketing plans. Also, because if you don't have successful sales and marketing plans already in place, there's no way for you to really know what the system is going to look like. It's difficult to create systems around, things that are still theoretical or things that are still changing, like, how you bring clients on or how you generate those sales, especially. Any system that you create at that point is going to be totally theoretical and you don't have enough data to really understand if this is the right system, if you have the right tools and the right resources in place. And that's where a lot of inconsistency comes in. And the whole point of the system is to, keep things consistent, right? So, if you start your systems build and you ramp up your operations, it's a good idea to have an overall idea of, what are your internal processes, that are successful? What are the things that are happening right? That's when you'll be able to create a strong system around the operations in your business, especially if you want to consider things like sales and marketing and hiring and onboarding and training, and how you onboard your clients. Until you've actually done enough of that work to know what it's supposed to look like and what it looks like when it is correct and when it's successful, it's really hard to create systems. So don't beat yourself up. When you're growing and you're ramping up, it's good that you're just thinking about the system, that you're thinking about these documentation pieces. And then as your actual internal process becomes more defined, what you're doing becomes more defined and more clear to you, then you can move on to the actual systemizing and documentation process. So please, please, please don't feel guilty. If you have any questions about this or you want to catch up with me on, any systems related topic, please feel free to drop me a comment. I love chatting with you guys. Thanks. Bye.